My name is Lauren, and we're going to do a meditation to help you sleep with a strong focus upon healing. Healing your heart, healing your spirit, healing your consciousness. Bringing clarity. Perhaps you have residual issues of stress, loss, grief, sadness. This meditation is designed to help you heal through these issues and ultimately to sleep deeply now. So before you start, ensure that you are in a safe place, because this meditation is about achieving a deep sleep and allowing the mind to rest, to completely rest. Find a space in which to be. You can lie down on your bed, or you can sit in a chair. In either position, you need to have a straight spine, an aligned spine. At any time, you can choose to stop this meditation so you can use part of it or the entire meditation. So we will now begin. Sit down or lie down comfortably, and we will begin. With a healing meditation, it's not just the power of the words of the guided meditation, it is the infinite power of the space between the words. So when there is silence during this meditation, allow yourself to be in the silence without expectation. The silence heals when you allow silence into your life. It is in the silence that we self-realize, and it is in the silence that we heal. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you like you know yourself. And yet, knowing yourself is a journey which lasts a lifetime. And along that journey, we meet and engage with others. We love and feel for others. And all relationships are transient. can all relationships leave their mark upon our soul like a brand burnt into our soul. Sometimes these relationships can bring wisdom, development, sometimes loss, sometimes both. As we travel through this meditation, remember that nothing is constant and all we have is the present breath. All we have is this moment. We're going to start by considering our breath in through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to notice the pattern of your breath. I want you to notice the pattern of your breath without attachment. Almost as if you're looking down upon your own breath. You know that you're breathing, but it is as if you are the witness rather than the one who is breathing. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. As you breathe, you notice that your entire body breathes and exists with each breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. As you breathe, you feel grateful for each breath. You feel profoundly grateful, thankful for each and every breath. Every time you breathe, you feel grateful. Sit with this feeling of gratitude as you breathe. Not so much passionately grateful, but more like a gentle stream. A gratitude which is gentle, forgiving, and resilient. Gratitude. Feel grateful. So grateful. Continue with the breath. The ritual of breathing and noticing the pattern or the dance of breath is the foundation to our ability to heal. Healing always starts with noticing the breath. The pattern of your breath communicates to you who you are, what you need, and where you are in the journey of your life. As you breathe, notice that your spine is extended, long. You have space between the vertebrae. Your neck is long, your shoulders are down, and your rib cage is wide, broad. As you breathe, notice that you breathe right through to the tail of the breath. Sometimes we forget the tail and we inhale and exhale and then hold our breath towards the end of the exhale. So just focus on the last 10% of the exhale, the tail or the end of the exhale or the breathing out stage. Focus on expelling all the air without expectation. So there's no pressure to expel the air. It is a journey you are walking through. To inhale without constraint and to exhale and let all go. As you breathe, consider the cycle of breath. Breathing is repetitious, relentless, and it is a demonstration of our physical and spiritual life. The act of breathing itself is profoundly healing. As you breathe in, I want you to focus on breathing in hope and faith. As you breathe out, letting go and expectation. Breathe in, hope and faith. Breathe out, letting go and expectation. So on the breathing out stage, you're letting go not only breath, but you're letting go emotional residue. On the breathing out stage, you're letting go of pain, grief, sadness, stress. As you breathe in, you're breathing in new life, new opportunity, resilience, possibility. The stage of breathing in a guided meditation, the stage of breathing to heal with the purpose of healing, is a stage that's to be focused upon and truly experienced, rather than being seen as a stage that's a preparation for an image or a visualization. The breathing is enough. We will travel into a visualization with imagery, but the act, the ritual, the behavior of breathing is enough in itself. Breathe in, hope, a new day, a new moment. Breathe out, letting go. Sometimes we feel pain over a lost relationship, a loved one who has passed, or a relationship that has never come to fruition. It's not about forgetting the relationship. It's about looking down upon the relationship and accepting it as it was. We can't change other people. They can only choose to change themselves. And it is a sad fact that life can choose to cut relationships short. Life can choose to take people away from us without notice suddenly. But this does not change the fact that people will be who they are. Souls will be who they are. And our greatest grief is in accepting that another soul chooses another pathway, perhaps one that doesn't align with ours, perhaps one that we don't agree with, perhaps one that is destructive. Our greatest grief is accepting that we cannot choose another person's pathway. We cannot choose another person's pathway. Breathe. Breathe. But what we can choose is our pathway. The knowledge that we can choose our own life pathway does not bring miraculous joy or dizzy bliss. The knowledge that we can bring our own choices to our lives, we can create our own journey, we can navigate our life, we can navigate our life pathway. This knowledge brings us wisdom and has the ability to bring us peace. Somehow in the journey of life, despite loss, grief, uncertainty, it is important that we continue the path, walking hands in hands, holding the hand of peace. There are times where we may fall upon our knees, but then slowly we lift our head, hold our head up high, reach out, and peace will be there with her hand out, ready to help us up. When we're ready, we can extend our hand and entwine our fingers into hers and stand up. It may not be an easy journey, but we can do it. The journey may be made easier in the knowledge that we also can hold the form of peace, and we can hold our hands out to others who have fallen, and we can stand by them with our own hand outstretched, and when they're ready, we entwine our fingers into theirs, and with a gentle smile, we help them up. And across the world, there are so many souls, a sea of souls, falling and reaching, and falling and reaching, and getting back up. Our role is not only to get back up, but to serve the form of peace, to be peace, and to reach out to others, gently helping them back up. Breathe slowly now. Slow your breathing down. Remember the tail of the breath. We often forget the tail or the end of the exhale. Keep the end or the last stage of the exhale front of mind. This is an important stage because sometimes we hold on to emotional baggage, or perhaps we hold on to a soul and we are reluctant to let go of that soul. The soul remains in the tail end of the breath. You love that soul. You love all souls. Let them go to find their own path. All you can do in this life and the next is to be ready to hold their hand. I want you to imagine now across the world a myriad of souls traveling through the path of life. Some have fallen, some are walking slowly, some are unsure. Imagine yourself rising up above the earth and looking down upon the earth, and you see all the souls. Every single soul appears beautiful to you. Every single soul is angelic. Every single soul has profound worth. From your vantage point, you fly high above the earth and you look down upon these souls walking their path. Breathe. 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 Inhale, hope. Exhale, letting go all the way. Breathe out all the way. From your vantage point, you identify certain souls. Perhaps this soul is someone who has hurt you. Perhaps this soul is someone feeling grief. Perhaps this soul is somebody that has passed to the next world. From your vantage point, I want you to go down and stand by that soul. Whatever you feel for that soul, whatever that soul has done, feel now love and compassion. Allow love and compassion to flood you, flood your consciousness, your spirit, your mind. And I want you to stand next to the soul, feeling love, compassion, and empathy. And your feelings are so powerful that they generate waves of love towards this soul. Powerful love. Allow the soul to feel the love. Allow the soul to feel your love. Now reach your hand towards the soul. And they reach their hand out. No matter where they are, what they feel, what they have done, take their hand. Intertwine your fingers with theirs. Feel love, feel forgiveness, feel compassion, and more than all of that, feel acceptance. Overwhelming feelings of love and acceptance. Whatever this soul has done, it is okay now. Whatever this soul has done, there is only peace. If you wish to do so, you can put your arms around this soul. Now notice your breathing. Notice the tail or the end of the breath. Let this soul go. Let this soul go so that you can walk your path. when you let this soul go, you realize that a part of that soul is actually you. And by letting that soul go, you are allowing yourself to be your true self. We are all one. There is no true separation between us. We all hold hands. We are all one sea of souls. So when we love another soul, we love ourselves. When we forgive another soul, we forgive ourselves. When we feel compassion for another soul, we feel compassion for ourselves. When we accept other souls, we accept ourselves. When we acknowledge that we cannot control the behavior, beliefs, or feelings of another, then we open ourselves up to peace. Breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Allow emotional residue to leave your body, to leave your spirit. Feel healed. Heal yourself. Heal yourself. I want you to imagine a garden. The garden is encircled with a picket fence, a white picket fence with an ornate gate. It is full of gardens and plants and plots. Take a moment to notice the garden within the picket fence. As you do so, continue to breathe, focusing on the exhalation, honoring the inhalation. I want you to walk slowly to the garden. Slowly walk, and as you walk, notice the garden. Notice the cycle of life, from dust to dust. Place your hand on the gate handle and open the gate. Walk into the garden and close the gate. You are safe in this garden. You are completely safe in this garden. Nothing can hurt you here. This is the garden where all healing takes place. All healing. Look around the garden. There are many garden beds and pathways and garden plots, some complete and beautiful and ornate, some dishevelled, unfinished and barren. This garden is your spirit. This garden also reflects the events and relationships of your life. Sometimes you may wish to spend time tending the beautiful green, fresh parts of the garden. And sometimes it is the right decision to go to a garden bed which is untended and barren and spend time loving that garden bed. Each garden bed is different, different plants, different foliage, different aromas, different life. Each garden reflects a part of your soul. You can return to this garden at any time. It is here in this garden that all healing takes place. Look around the garden. Where will you spend your time today? Perhaps there is a garden bed which reflects a decision you need to make. Perhaps there is a garden bed that reflects a relationship which has ended. Perhaps there is a garden bed which reflects a profound loss. Perhaps a garden bed reflects someone you love that you no longer have contact with. You can still nurture and fertilize their soul. The healing garden is like a symbol for prayer. As you tend the garden, you pray for that soul. And that soul always includes yourself. Where will you spend your time today? Slowly walk over to the part of the garden where you will spend time today. Kneel down and place your fingers into the earth and feel the cool, cleansing feeling of the moist earth upon your fingers. And when you touch the earth, you feel grounded and you know that everything will be okay. You are completely secure and safe within this garden. You take your trowel and you start to turn over the earth. You take out the weeds and you've set aside particular plants. When the time is right, you plant those plants and then you water the seeds and the plants. This may symbolize a number of different feelings. Perhaps the bringing of forgiveness, perhaps the letting go of a soul, perhaps the acceptance of an experience that's past, perhaps the understanding that there is nothing more you can do in this relationship. But you can tend this garden. You may choose to name the garden beds. You may name them after events, people, or relationships. Or you may choose just to have feelings around the garden beds. You know that when you garden, your soul heals. And when you garden, you are in a better place to help other souls. So you take your time gardening. You notice the plants. You notice the ambience. And you love your garden. Your garden is your safe place to heal. Smell, inhale the aromas of the garden. You plant the seed, you water the seed, and you know that God will tend the seed. You accept that you do not have to have a soul within your mortal life, directly within your reach, to love that soul, because we are a sea of souls. This garden is yourself, and you, my friend, you are okay. Continue with the breath and continue to be with your garden. As you tend your garden, release your physical self. As you tend your garden, soften your eyes. As you tend your garden, soften your temples. As you tend your garden, soften the jaw, the tongue, the throat. As you tend your garden, soften your rib cage, the back of the head. As you water your garden, soften your legs. As you water your garden, soften your heart. As you water your garden, soften your neck, throat, mouth, and breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Allow your physical self to relax. Release your physical self. You will be okay. You feel incredible peace in your garden. You can remain in this garden as long as you choose to do so. You can return to this garden anytime you choose to do so. You choose how to tend to your garden. You choose the plants, the arrangement, whether to water, you choose. This is your soul. But more than that, your soul affects other souls. Watering your soul waters and nurtures other souls in this life and the next. One cycle, dust to dust. Breathe slowly. You're okay. As you tend the garden, you feel tired, but peaceful. You know it's time to go to sleep. You look around, perhaps one more thing to achieve, perhaps. Complete your work, and when you are ready, leave your garden and go to sleep. When you're ready, leave your garden and go to sleep. Your work is done for today. Your work is done for today. Your work is done for today.